Check this out. This feels so good, cause everything around me good. That's why I say, hey, good heaven. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it right there. Come on. What I need y'all to do is feel it, bow, feel it, feel it, ayy, feel it, yeah, feel it, yeah, feel it, yeah, feel it. What I need y'all to do is feel it, bow, feel it, ayy, feel it, yeah, feel it, yeah, feel it, yeah, feel it. What I need y'all to do is Daddy, chief, bow, OG, from the street, ayy, to the league, yeah, on the scene, yeah, MVP, yeah, haters, lead, yeah, they envy me, yeah, hustle, lean, bow, grind, ding, moving, ayy, shining, yeah, can't you see, yeah, who I be, yeah, a true king. What I need y'all to do is
I guess Pop's working today, man.
Okay. I mean, he put in some work, so.
Right. Said he need a little bit more time, man. But it's all
But actually,
good.
I can ask you a few things while we on here,
Oh yeah, for sure.
because I was going to ask, because there's I got 20, 30 topics
Okay.
bring to the table. The NBA kind of has been rolling pretty good this year.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you first, because I was like, you a rap guy, and I know you. I know you are in the field. Like I be looking around. I know stuff that goes on too, right? So I was like, because I seen Leangelo try to act like Cameron wasn't the top 5. He's like, he was top 10 nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's an insane statement to make.
Yeah, that's a battle that he needs to just stay out of. Because if he don't know, you know what I'm saying, then he need to just not speak on that. Yeah. Especially, you know what I'm saying, he another one of them guys that got the old baby mama.
And
I'm pretty sure your baby mama knows Cameron a little bit better than you
for
do.
sure,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? So you might just want to stop now before that starts coming out.
Mhm.
For real. But come on, man. Cameron is, Dipset changed the game. You know what I'm saying? He was a catalyst for change in hip hop. For
For
real.
sure.
What did Leangelo do to add up to that? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? In his field of expertise. What is his field of expertise?
Right. Well,
'Cause
that was what Cameron said himself.
Mm.
Because he pretty much was like, "Oh yeah, I went 12 times platinum and all these things on his pod with Maze." And I was like, just to say that, because I was like, it might not have made it to LA, but I remember Down and Out when it came out over here. I remember Oh Boy and Welcome to New York, all that stuff was crazy. That had so much hype. What was it? Hey Ma, they had.
Oh yeah. That's that's the biggest banger right there.
Yeah, people was acting up when Cameron came on. So
yeah,
I was
man.
what he was talking about.
For real. He had everybody getting everybody was rocking pink, man. He changed the game in fashion. Everybody had the big old earrings during that time, you know what I'm saying? Pops will be able to tell you about that because I came in the house with 2 big earrings. He smacked one out. He said, nah, you taking it too far.
I believe it. That's because it's like the rappers really be the first to the wave, man.
Yeah, for real.
They start trends, they start the wave, which is crazy to me that he sat up and was like, he not doing nothing. Or I was like, that's
nah, man.
But we talk about relevance. I was like, I watched Cam and Mace more than I watched First Take, for real.
Yeah, see, Mace, when he was coming up, he was with Bad Boy, P. Diddy and them, so he had all the publicity in the world, you know what I'm saying? So, but Cameron didn't have all that publicity at first, you know what I'm saying? He had to grind up, you know what I mean? Like, even before Dipset, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Cameron had a little bit of buzz going on before he had an engine behind him. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So yeah, to be able to, for real, to be able to stay with it when it wasn't looking all that good, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then the breakthrough and then change the game the way he did, you know what I'm saying? And he probably could have smoked him in hoop too. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, don't speak about this man in music. He probably could have beat you in basketball too. You know what I'm saying? He was somebody that if he was, if he would have locked all the way in, he could have been in the league. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Yeah. So, yeah,
But yeah, I was
you
like,
gotta pick your battles wisely.
yeah. And the thing is like, at least like there's some people that I feel like, as far as rappers go or media personalities go,
Hmm.
if I'm about to get into a battle or verbally come at some, now I'm not saying to let them disrespect you or nothing,
Oh
but
yeah.
when you got a 50 cent, like if I'm about to rap and I'm about to diss somebody, if
Hmm.
I'm seeing Jadakiss is the rapper I gotta go diss for this with, I'm not really trying to do that. It's for like, or like Pusha T. Like I
Oh
know
yeah,
I
yeah.
do not want to see that man.
It's certain people you want to leave alone. You know what I mean?
And I could do the best. I could rap the best I ever. I could really throw down and really rap for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, give it my all and do great.
Yeah.
And Pusha T or Jadakiss on the other side, there's still a 99.9999% chance you about to
Yeah.
lose.
Most of the they're gonna win that battle.
So it's like,
For real. Hey, but it is what it is. See that even makes me think about that stuff that's going on with Drake and DeMar DeRozan right now. You seen that? like,
yeah, that was great
come
to me.
on, man. See,
Actually, speaking of that, the
mm,
owner, he wore the "They Not Like Us" shirt a
mm,
couple nights ago. So I was like, "Hey,
the
I
owner for
feel
the rap for who?
for the
For
king."
oh yeah, see, hey, the battle is already won. Demar, he won. He won. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Because he is gonna get his jersey retired in Toronto. It's
mm,
if they don't do that, then it's criminal. You know what I'm
it
saying?
is.
And he was in the video with Kendrick Lamar, like,
Yeah,
like Drake, you too late. You trying to be reactive here, but it's just
mm,
too late. You know what I'm saying? Like he already won. He's good enough. His banner's going up. He chose the side. He rocking with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like he won. It's done. Like just leave it alone. You know what I mean? Go try to if you're gonna try to fight somebody, go get you another track and try to get back at Kendrick. But it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Just move on, man. Just move along.
I don't know why he felt the need to even get on commentary and say that,
Yeah, well,
because
I'm
it's like
pretty
it
sure.
just makes him look worse. I feel like.
Yeah, it does. And even the way just the way he was talking and everything,
Hmm.
he just seemed like a weirdo. You know what I mean? Like he think he got enough power to keep somebody who put the work in from getting their jersey. Man, please,
Hmm.
you don't have that type of power. Matter of fact, the
And what
power
he
that you
scored
did,
like
yeah,
15,000 points in a Raptor jersey,
man, come
was
on,
the lost the star player in getting them to the point where they could have won the
right?
championship.
Yeah, like he should have been grateful that he was even able to speak on, you know what I'm saying, even
Right.
get his commentating on. Like, like, because really the world really ain't messing with you right now. And I'm not sure if
Mhm.
they ever will again. You
You
know what I'm
know what?
saying?
As the tracks he dropped this summer, like he got the Juan Guan Delilah and all that stuff, and I'm like, it really didn't take off at all. Like it wasn't
Nah,
whatsoever. And I was like,
no.
shoot, he might really be in trouble. He better really pop a banger soon, otherwise it's a big problem.
Hey, because people know the truth, man. Like
Yeah.
they know the truth. Like it's up in the air if you make your own music. Like, are these your words or somebody else? Right? It's just it's
Right.
too many things that's going on. Like if you just want to be an entertainer, then that's fine. Don't try to get people to get onto your wave and live the way that you're living if you just want
Hmm.
to be an entertainer. But you
Absolutely.
trying to make it seem like you active, you know what I'm saying? Like you're
Hmm.
somebody that can rally the troops and do a big movement. And
Hmm.
that's just not you. You know what I'm saying? That's just not you. So don't get mad at Kendrick for calling those cats out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
J. Cole, he did. I mean, it was bad for hip hop that he dropped out of the battle after he tried
Right.
to throw some shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was smart enough to know like I can't match that if it comes to like real influence. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, everybody like, yo, J. Cole got some words. He makes some good songs. But
Mm-hmm.
man, ain't nobody gonna rally with you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real, like,
But the
and
thing about J.
Kendrick is one
Cole,
of those types of artists.
I don't know if J. Cole could ever come back from that as far as doing that,
Yeah.
because it's like you can't go diss him now and be like, oh yeah.
No, just
And then
make good songs, man. Just
mm-hmm.
make good songs. Like, and just move on. You know what I
And then
mean?
that's the thing. Right now, at least, I don't know if he'll have the buzz insane, but I think he could come out and continuously drop, because if Kendrick is gonna be gone most of the time anyway,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Drake is out of the picture,
Like
why not try to be the best in the world or be the elder statesman trying to rally the troops, kind of? But
like Kendrick said, man, he proved his point. There ain't no big three, it's just him. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And that's he proved that. Like J. Cole will never be seen as the best now because he backed down to that challenge and Drake lost. So
mm-hmm.
he can never be the best now. You know what I'm saying? So and
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why they were trying to I don't need what they should have did was just get together and make good music. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Before you try to battle somebody like Kendrick, and they tried to
Right.
make it seem like he was the little brother out of everybody. Like,
Mm-hmm.
man, you the one that ain't nobody think about, but really, he's the one that
Mm-hmm.
he's that bear you really ain't trying to poke like that. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
For real. So and he did what he did, and it's nothing that they can't come back from that. It's a wrap
Yeah.
now. We don't even want to hear it now. Like, go on, for real. Go do
That
what
is
you.
a shame though, because if you think about it, it's like, shoot, I was like, because it's like I understand why he didn't go for it, because it's like, okay, this is really personal here. So I was
Mhm.
like, shoot, I don't want to be involved in that, but at the same time, it's like, shoot, you back out of the rap battle, you backed out of the rap battle,
Yeah, like
because
that's an
it's not about
automatic.
just rap no more.
Yeah, well, see, the problem with J. Cole is he tried first. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
he was the first one to throw the shot after Kendrick just said a few lines. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then I ain't never seen nobody take a song off Spotify that fast. You know what
Oh,
I'm
I
saying?
never seen
Like,
anybody take one at all off Spotify.
like,
Like he
like,
was like, you know what, that was lame. I did that and pulled it
yeah.
off
So
in a week. And I was like, that. I was like, why?
that right there is an automatic L. Like
And
that.
I was like,
Like,
he could have left that up.
yeah, it's no coming back from that. You know what I mean? So
He for sure could have left that one on there.
you don't see rap battles that much anymore, but
Mm,
hey, I think that's the end of it, man. I don't think you're gonna see no more. I mean,
yeah,
these young cats are shooting and all this now. They
yeah.
ain't doing no rap battles. They killing each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that's all about. Like, man, can
Mm,
we go home to our families after this?
right.
We can't have a disagreement. For real. What's
Well,
Anymore.
going
there's
They
on,
got it
a lot
Pops?
down.
of
You done made it in?
Hey, what's
prison
happening?
time.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a
hey,
whole lot
what
of
you
prison
say,
time.
D?
I said there's a whole lot of prison time on the way for quite a
Oh
few people.
man.
So
Oh yes. It's a shame, man. It really is. If you look at these young cats, man, like I don't know who they learned from because it wasn't us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't us. For real. It wasn't our generation because why are you doing that? You know what I'm
I
saying? You
mean,
either
there's a lot of crash outs in the modern day, because it's like, I mean, back in the day, you might have one here and there that's going there,
hmm
and then the tongue for disrespect is a lot longer than y'all, because y'all was raised by a more of a generation that was y'all was raised by the older cats that were not really, they're not into somebody face calling them a B word, saying them
Oh
they mom
man, come on.
one and
Nah,
all of
ain't
that.
none of that.
So it's
You
like
wasn't getting away with that.
yeah, so it's like there's a
I told you,
whole
man, Pops. I came in with earrings too big, and Pops knocked one out, man. He said, "You taking it too far with these earrings." I thought I came in the house like I was Dipset. Like I was Cameron for real with them big old earrings. Nope. That didn't last long. I had one, but I had to take the other one out.
I don't understand none of what's going on today, so I can't contribute nothing to that piece of conversation.
Oh man. Yeah,
Well,
man.
there's been a few different things that I do want to bring to everybody's attention. So we ain't really been on here since the start of the season. And the problem that kind of stuck out to me was there were so many injuries the first week of the season.
Yeah.
There was all sorts of players sitting out game one of the season. Like in the first week, you can't play the first game of the season.
Yeah. I don't know how that happens.
Like I was watching Raptors versus Cavaliers because it was a season opener, and I'm looking around. I see RJ can't play, Grady can't play. They were missing Emmanuel quickly. Then
he's still out. Yeah.
Olynyk was in the street clothes, and I'm
still
like,
out. Yeah.
I'm like the entire league ain't nobody playing. Then I look here because Embiid not playing. Embiid got to missed a month. And then we got more to talk about him later, actually.
Yeah, he got a lot going on right now. Yeah.
So, and then I was like, well, actually, I'm gonna just get go ahead. I'm gonna finish the injuries first. So, and I was like, there was like so many missing players, and I was like, okay, this guy hasn't played, and then this guy hasn't played.
Mm-hmm.
Paul George had the knee thing where he missed most of the year. Then they said like a shot at the end of the game that he shouldn't have took or whatever. So it's a whole bunch of. But the thing is, it's been quite the season so far because it's kind of picked up, but it's been like very hard to watch because there's a bunch of blowouts and stuff. And I'm like, you watch the first game of the Celtics go up 20 in the first quarter on opening night.
I'm
like, you.
it was ugly from the beginning, but some people when they sit out, it's legit. And some people, when they sit out, they just don't want to play, man. I'm seeing that now. Like with RJ Barrett, he came back full force, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Raptors ain't winning, but they not losing games bad. You know what I'm saying? Like he got them in all these games. He putting up 30. He got all these assists. I'm like, okay. So he was probably somebody who really was hurt that just needed to get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the people that's just sitting out, man, I don't think Embiid was ever hurt like that. You know what I'm saying? And he just... I don't know what he was doing. I think he got married or something. Maybe he never had to get his honeymoon on, but he was still showing up to the games though. Like,
right?
It's just odd, you know what I mean? So,
well, the thing is with him, it's like I can understand that. Like, or even with Kawhi, Kawhi has the knee thing. If he plays a lot or he plays a certain amount, he might get hurt again. So I'm like, okay, he's always hurt.
Yeah.
But then it's like, my finger hurt. I'm not about to play this first game because I might miss all my shots.
Yeah, well,
like, like stuff like that. And I'm like, do we care about the game at all anymore?
Well, the thing with Kawhi is when it's time for him to get a new contract, he'll come out and put up 25, 5 and 5. And as soon as he gets that contract, he won't play until it's time for another.
My knee ain't quite right here.
I'm happy we mentioned that actually, because when I think about it, I just remembered another thing I was supposed to mention last time was so the Clippers had a whole situation where they were getting investigated by the league for cheating with the Kawhi thing. And then there was the doctor that said Kawhi wasn't supposed to come back after a year. He was supposed to take 2 years off for his ACL to fully heal from it. And I'm like, in this situation, Kawhi, himself physically, he can't be Kawhi anymore. And that's why the point of paying Paul George the money and not paying Kawhi the money made more sense. Because I got James Harden, Paul George. Paul George is going to be playing most of the time.
Yeah.
Now, he missed the first few games of the season, but that's because his leg tweaked awkwardly while he was shooting the ball. It's an in-game injury. It's not an off-the-court thing, or
I
that's
understand
been
that.
brewing for the last 10 years. Because Kawhi, since 2017, I graduated 8 years, that's 8 years ago. Kawhi was MVP caliber the last time he played for real.
Well, you see, for them to end up even in the Clippers like that was a Kawhi, you know what I'm saying, quarterback in the situation, you know what I mean?
Right.
And when you got a young owner like Ballmer, you know what I'm saying, at the time, he was just coming in, trying to make a splash. Kawhi was the name for that. Paul George wasn't the name for that, and James Harden wasn't the name for that. Kawhi was the name for that. So Kawhi's like, look, man, if you want me here, you got to give me Paul George. You know what I'm saying? So as far as solidifying himself as an owner, he did what he needed to do by getting Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't even foresee that you would come back home like this and then just treat us like this. You know what I mean? Like, man.
Tap out. I'm tapping.
Right. You know
But
what I mean?
the crazy thing is, though, he's been playing less and less every year. So it's like his first season in LA was their best opportunity to win the championship. And then they blew the 3-1 lead to Denver and got knocked out in the bubble.
Yeah.
The second year, on the last game of the second round, I think they went to 6 or 7 with Utah. He bumped knees with Bogdanovich. I think the last name is Bogdanovich, but it was the older Bogdanovich.
Yeah, the older one.
He bumped knees with him, tore his ACL, couldn't play, and they made the conference finals and lost.
Yeah.
Didn't play all of 22. Played 23 for some part of it. Yeah. Then in the playoffs, plays 2 in a row. My knees.
And then he's gone.
He's done. 24 comes back, plays on and off all year. Gets to the playoffs, plays the one game, and I was like, "Yeah, this is done again." Play no more.
Yeah.
And then they don't let him play in the Olympics 2024.
Yeah.
And then we make it to the season. We don't know when Kawhi will be playing still. And it's week 3 or 4 right now.
Hopefully he won't. Hopefully he just go ahead and retire. But so he can take the strong
$100 million when he ain't played in 2 years.
Man, just let him have the money to go. Just go.
But paying Paul George would have made more sense.
Oh yeah, it would have made a lot more sense. You know what I mean? But he gone.
But what do they know that we don't know though? At the same time, because I guess there's something about Paul George, which was the reason for them not to pay him. Because there has to be something wrong with him for you to pay Kawhi.
Really, man, if you really an owner of the team, you should be thinking, does Kawhi have any type of trade? Is he any type of trade asset right now? Could you get anything for him?
He might just be like, you know what, Uncle Dennis just called. We locking it up. I'm retired.
Because something needs to happen. Because the Clippers, they actually playing decent right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If Kawhi comes back, Norman Powell is gonna fall off. And he's a beast right now. I don't think he has no games under 20 right now.
Yeah. Well, that's the crazy thing about it is I seen that Zubac, Harden, and him were all averaging over 20 points a game this year.
Yeah, man, them boys is doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get something for Kawhi, you move him and you get something. You know what I mean? Because you got
nobody taking that contract.
Nah, ain't nobody taking it though.
That's crazy.
Wishful hoping.
But the thing is, you can sit him the whole season and bring him back for just the playoffs, and he won't be healthy. And now, what do you do? How wide is it? Where is
they're stuck.
Yeah, that's true. They are. They're stuck, man. They're stuck. They're stuck with him. They're at his beck and like whatever he's gonna do, that's what it is. You know what I mean?
And it's like this was their window. This was their magnum opus. If you were gonna bring a championship home to LA.
Yeah, and it is. It's terrible, man. It's terrible that this is the way that it's playing out for them. But man, hey, what can you say?
Yeah,
you know,
but
if they can get something for
the Lakers fan in me kind of thinks it's karma a little bit, but
yeah, if they can get something for them, do it.
A lot of disrespect they was throwing towards the other team. They a new king in town and all this stuff. And I was like, okay. And then the Lakers won the championship. The Clippers fizzled out against the Nuggets. The year they get the conference finals the next year, and that's all right. But then they make it nowhere the next 2 years. I think they were round one exits all but every year, and they didn't make 2022, which is actually pretty crazy to think about.
He might have been talking about Harden when he met New King.
Yeah. Well, they lost to the Suns that got swept right after. And then they lost to the Timberwolves. Got swept by the Timberwolves. Or that was the Suns got swept by the Timberwolves. The Clippers
this past year,
right?
The Clippers how far
played Dallas.
They got beat. Did they get beat by Dallas?
Had to be Dallas because I remember Westbrook was playing, and that was Dallas because it was the rivalry renewed.
Okay, yeah, boy. Was it Dallas?
Yeah, it was Dallas because they played.
Who did OKC play?
OKC played the Pelicans first round, and then they.
Okay, yeah. Man, well, you know what? It sucks, man, because that doggone stadium that he done built for them, you know what I'm saying?
It's pretty cool, ain't it?
The thing at the top shoots the shirts out. It shoots the shirts. I ain't never seen nothing like that. You know what I mean? I don't even want to see commercials. I want to see what's going on in the stadium while they, you know what I mean? It's crazy watching them games.
Well, the thing is, Harden and the other Norman Powell and them, they're playing pretty good right now.
Yeah, they are, man.
They gave the Suns a couple scares, but they couldn't overcome KD and Devin Booker the other night.
Yeah, shoot, man. Well, Nurkic is doing his thing for the Suns right now. That boy getting like 20 rebounds a game.
Well, actually, that's the thing. That's the difference between the coaches right now because you got them in the Frank Vogel offense last year. No movement, stagnant offense, defense only.
Right.
You have the Coach Budenholzer coming over.
And now Giannis is looking like an idiot right now.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
But that's the crazy thing about it is if he didn't win the championship that year that he won that championship, he would have got fired that year. Because they were, I think it was like every year they were like, oh, fire Budenholzer.
Yeah, they had him on the hot seat for a minute.
And then they got that championship. And it was like, okay, you bought your job for another year.
Man, hey, the man can coach, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the Suns they only got one loss to the Lakers right now, and that was that was when the Lakers had young legs, and I guess they're gone already.
Right,
refreshed then.
You got to see that firsthand.
It was it's because that's the crazy thing to me because it's like they were playing so well those first 3 games.
Man.
3 games, but then Suns kind of gave them a run for their money in the first quarter that night. And they have not been the same. They're 1-4 since.
Yeah, man.
So they have an even record now from starting 3-0.
They messed up my parlay that night. What they doing losing to the Pistons?
But at the same time, though, is like I'm gonna give one person his credit at least on that roster is Anthony Davis has been playing phenomenal this year. He's averaging a healthy 33, 12, 3. And 2 right now. So rounding up.
Healthy until the last game.
Right. Well, I watched him tweak his ankle. So
sure, yeah, man. Because I spotted you at the game, but I thought you was wearing like some Golden State or something. I was like, what is that? What is he wearing?
Gray and purple. It does kind of look like the Golden State.
Well, shoot, nah, man. RJ seen it. He was the one. He's like, man, that's a Lakers hoodie, man. I was like, I thought I had 20/20 vision. Like, am I getting old? How you see that? For real, I see you sitting by yourself, and then after that, a woman came and sat next to you.
Mm-hmm.
She was by herself too.
I think she was with the people next to me, but I don't know if she was or not.
Oh man, sure. Yeah, I see she was trying to talk to you a little bit. I said, you got up out of there early though. I was like, it was like 2 minutes left. I said, wait a minute now. What do you do? Go get a room?
My dad my dad taught me before is to get out there early. Your team ain't winning. roll.
He said, "Get up out of
We
there."
got the game in the pocket. Time to roll.
I thought that Turner swag kicked in, and you done pulled her up out of there.
Yeah.
I
Spartans need you to get busy. Shondell was born, they won the title.
Yeah.
Michigan State, and then the year after you were born, D, they won the title.
Yeah.
So we need you to have one, and then the year after that, we'll win another title.
For sure.
Go ahead,
That
you
might
a
have been
kid.
a little old oats for that.
So you have our blessing to go.
That might be the turn here.
Yeah, right. So that's the only chance Michigan State got. That's
waiting for you.
Right.
I think 2020 is our best window. I'm a little nervous about the teams we have right now.
We shall see. We shall see. They didn't. MSU didn't win as easy as I thought they would yesterday. You know what I mean? I'm like, wait a minute here. Why is this game so close?
Every game's a struggle for them. You gotta be inconsistent.
Yeah, man. We'll see. It's too soon to get into college basketball, man. I can't. Unless we talk about the girls. Yeah, Lorraine, she did make her middle school team. The only sixth grader made the team.
Good. And that's their genetics right there. Baller.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Baller lifestyle.
Straight up, man. So we'll see how that goes. She had her first practice the other day. She got her first games next week. So we'll see how that go.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So I got some other stuff too.
Oh yeah, come on, yeah, man.
All right. Another thing that I mentioned on the podcast was the number 1 draft pick, Zachary Ricochet. However, right, or at least close to it. He was balling. He scored 33 the other night. It was quite the show, I will say.
And you know what? Hey, opportunity is what's setting him apart. The Hawks ain't got nothing. He gotta play. You know what I'm saying? And that's
right.
He did it in New York too, in the Garden.
Yeah, he did his thing. He did his. I wonder what's the record for a rookie their first time in the Garden. He ain't set that, did he?
Well, shoot, actually, I might have to look that up.
Yeah, oh snap. I know he didn't set that record, did he? Ricochet out here.
Yeah. Them ricochet shots too. They going in.
Yeah, you got to look that one up, man. I wonder if he set that record. He had 33. I wonder.
That was not actually
first
Pistol
game
Pete
in the Garden.
Scored 40. Pistol Pete scored 40.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's Pistol Pete scored.
Yeah, right.
I think they got Jay Vincent scored 40 as well, but I don't know if it was. Let's see.
Jay Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
That same
Big Daddy
one
could
from
put him
Michigan.
down.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Big Daddy could put him down.
Yeah, Jay Vincent, big 40, tied the record.
Oh wow, that's what's up.
Let's see. They got he dropped 40 on the Suns week before, so they got Elvin Hayes was the second most. He had 39 and 17 that night. And Pistol Jay Vincent scored 40.
Okay.
They said they're tied for the highest scoring visiting rookie, but Michael Jordan scored 42 against them at some point
during his rookie year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that don't surprise me. For real. Hey, man, I thought we was gonna revisit it 5 years down the line, man. But if the Cavs win against Golden State tonight, and Evan Mobley has a solid game, I might have to rock with you on that. I might have to rock with you on that Tim Duncan, Garnett
yes, sir.
Hey.
Tim Mobley.
Hey, it wasn't that far-fetched, man.
You know what? I think I'm happy that we got rid of JB Bickerstaff over the summer because he wasn't the coach that was going to take this team to the next level. And now he had a great run with us, right? He's building pretty good in Detroit right now because Detroit to me head and shoulders better than they played last year.
Oh yeah, they look
Yeah,
all
firsthand.
right. Yeah.
I seen it with my 2 eyes. I seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. But no, that he has to be paramount tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Evan Mobley. Like he can't just be out there. But if he
Mhm.
go out there and do his thing and they beat Golden State tonight, hey
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna have to start keeping my eye on that.
Yeah. Well, we
Gotta be
made a
Kevin
jump.
Duncan.
Yeah, right.
We were one of the slowest offenses in the league the last couple of years. We was
Mhm.
trying to work in the half court, whereas now we got the new coach. Used to
Yeah.
coach the run and gun Nets that made the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that Jared Allen got experience with him. So
Hey,
we
they the
got Derek
last.
Hurt had experience with him.
They the last undefeated team, man.
Yeah.
Your delusional faith. They felt
Hey,
that. They needed that hope.
and the Cavs deserve it, man.
You ain't lying.
We've been trying to prove ourselves without LeBron James for so long.
Yeah.
And then you got the whole Knicks situation that led the teams trying to put us in a certain box
Yeah.
and break that box before they really get that started.
Yeah, man. So
But yeah, we one of the fastest teams in the league now too, because we running the 7th fastest offense in the NBA.
Yeah, you know, I've been tuned in, man. I like
number
what I
2
see.
behind Boston. We 2nd behind Boston right now.
Yeah, I like what I see over there, man. They got a nice little squad. I hope that no egos poke through. You know what I'm saying? We need to keep Mitchell in his place.
But hey, he's the number 1 option when it comes down to it.
Yeah, he is.
I was going to actually trash my boy Garland early on, but we just
he had a few good games.
Call him too. He came. Yeah. He say, "Hey, don't start."
Yeah, man. Yeah, leave him alone. He made me
Yeah.
some money the other night.
Yeah.
Let's leave Garland alone. Points and assists.
He was looking crazy in that first game, but
yeah, he was.
And shining. I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna even talk bad about you. I was for a second there, and I was like, you proved Granddad right on that one.
Yeah, man. So you
doing what he got to do.
You spot on them Cavs, man. But hey, you might be wrong about them Timberwolves, man.
Oh, what?
I'm seeing something. They not winning all their games, but I'm seeing something that make me think that they're gonna be there in the end. Because Ant-Man is a closer, man. He's a closer. The same bounce he got in the first quarter, he got at the end of the game. I'll be like, yo, this dude.
He's an opener, he's a middler, and he's a closer.
Nobody gonna be able to stop him. Nobody's gonna be able to stop him. Okay. The problem with the Timberwolves is they not playing Dillingham and Shannon. Like you gotta play those guys. Like you can't send them to the G League, none of that junk. You know what I'm saying? You gotta play those guys. Yeah. You know, and let them feel what it's like to fail. You know what I'm saying? Get them in there, let them make some mistakes. Because man, if they get those guys going the way they can, they're gonna be unstoppable, man. For real. They're gonna be unstoppable because I seen with Ant-Man the other day, they were down like 15 or something, and he didn't even care. For real. He came in like 2 minutes and that lead was gone. You know what I'm saying? I said, whoa. And that's the way he dribbling that ball up the court. You don't know if he about to drive or shoot the 3 for real. You don't know what he's gonna do. For real. And he can do it all. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? Yep, that's a problem. Him and Morant, those guys are different, man.
Well, you know, he made a big jump pretty much every year he's been in the league. Like the first year he had some like shocking athleticism moments where it's this. And then he made the jump a couple years ago. And then he had the little period because he was a ball stopper. He was a ball like a mug.
Yeah.
But now he's gotten to the point where he makes all those shots that he used to miss.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then now I'm potentially going to be the face of the league. I don't have any black marks on my name yet.
Yeah. He need to keep it together, man, because I heard he got like 4 kids on the way right now by different women.
Oh well, he got a little.
He getting on his
half $1 billion.
Yeah,
I need $500 million to pay for all them.
Right.
A little Tariq Hill in him. A little Tariq Hill in him.
Yeah, come on, man. So, but it's looking like I like what I see from Dallas, OKC, of course. You know what I'm saying? Timberwolves and OKC, if they clash in the conference finals, that would be great. The only reason the Grizzlies ain't gonna be there is because they ain't got the personnel yet. They just don't got everything that they need. They need some more pieces. You know what I'm saying? But if they had what they needed, man, they'd be right there. I would love to see Morant and AE and Anthony Edwards go at it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
In
they
the
played
conference
before in the playoffs now.
Yeah, well, we got to see it now. We got to see it now. He had to get Cat up out of there. Like, nah, this is my
Get
team.
Russell out of there.
Yeah, had to get him way out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's his team. It's undeniably his team, and shoot, he screamed at him right on the court. He like he do not care about nobody. He want to win, and that's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And hey, I like what I'm seeing over there. If they follow his lead, they're gonna go far. Yeah.
I think that Cat trade is what's holding Dillingham them back. They have to input DiVincenzo and Randall now.
Yeah.
That's a lot. You can't put 4 guys in new. It's hard to do that this early in the year. So they're gonna have to play their way into some time.
I hope they figure it out, man. Because if they get those guys confident the way that they can be, it's gonna be crazy, man. When are they gonna lack? Like when the starters go off and they come in, the score going up. You know what I'm saying? And Dillingham get hot, and then Shannon all that slashing and dashing, and then he get hot too. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's gonna be good. We got Nas Reed coming off the bench with him. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
OKC probably the only ones that can match up.
Well, the thing about OKC is it's getting really scary right now. They got the 76ers first pick. They got the first round pick. I think it's top 6 protected, so it might not be as scary as it could be. So it's not as bad as you think. But Clippers pick, and they got, I think, the Rockets pick as well, which could all be really good draft picks.
Yeah, I mean, well, this
year,
good. Yeah.
Like they all kinds of picks, and they can trade for whoever they want. Kinda at this point, if you think about it, people value.
The Rockets going to be in the playoffs. The Rockets going to be in the playoffs.
Okay, so the Rockets pick might not, but they have to be though, because you can't get nobody good. You can't draft nobody.
Yeah.
So
hard out. I think, like I said, it's too early for college basketball right now, but hey, it's some talent out there though. You know what I'm saying?
Cooper Flag sweepstakes is going on.
Oh man, he's Washington bound.
Well, that might not be too bad for him actually.
Hey,
that might be a solid because Jordan Poole is balling right now.
You know what? I mean, maybe because Kuzma is out and they missing some people and all of that.
I want Kuzma back. Kuzma's well, let me chill out on Kuzma.
Flintstone. Can't hate on a Flintstone.
Right. Come on. He can ball, man. He can ball. He just don't fit with nobody. They'll figure it out.
They got Toronto. Detroit can get him. If Detroit got Cooper Flag to go with their young roster, right?
Man, I don't think Detroit gonna be that low in the draft. We'll see.
They might not be really. If they can sneak a couple more wins, they're in the playoffs solidly.
It's still early.
Still
early.
Yeah, he gonna end up in Utah or Washington. Which
would be, I know you'd hate that.
Right.
I would hate to watch Utah Jazz game.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to do that.
Exactly. You see?
Not at all.
Like Karl Malone rolling over in his grave.
Well, he can roll over a couple more times.
Man.
Him and John Stockton can roll over together.
But yeah, overall, man, I mean, it's been
I would hope for Portland, maybe.
Well, shoot, that'd be a good look right there too, man. I like
that. Because my favorite states in America have taken a drastic turn after Tuesday. So,
man, yeah.
So I was like,
what it is.
I'm like in the West Coast and the East Coast. So,
yeah, man. So
New York as much as I used to.
In the dirty South.
The dirty South can stay dirty.
Hey man, well, I tell you like this. I ain't gonna get all into it like that, but you gotta be when you dealing with this world, you gotta be on your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta make ain't nobody else about to go to the grocery store and pick up the tab. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you gotta be on your stuff, take care of you and your family. You know what I'm saying? Because when Lorene had a game on Tuesday, it was a long line of people that was still voting. And they called the state of Florida a red state. You know what I'm saying? Like those people were still voting. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving out of there like, wow, all y'all that's about to vote right now, your votes don't matter. like it's over. Like they already said Florida is this. For real. Go home. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what's going on for real behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So take care of your family, man. Do the best that you can do. Take care of your family. Cause ain't no, it don't matter what color the person is. It don't matter what it is. Like they not finna do nothing for you and your family. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta take care of your situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. For real. They can look at it however they want to. They can try to the media try to swing it however they want to. You know what I'm saying? No. For real.
Yep.
Take care of your family. And that's just it right there.
Oh, there is some other stuff. Oh, I'm happy you mentioned media because I was about to talk a lot about the new media, old media thing. Because
okay, yeah.
today's world, the old media isn't trusted the same as it used to. It used to be the be all end all, right? But the new media now, you have the Joe Rogans, the Call Her Daddy, and all these.
Yeah, the podcast. They
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne the God, all these people, man. And the thing is, I was gonna say that because the reason why I mentioned that, because this is a sports podcast. Kevin Durant and Stephen A. once again got into it.
Oh yeah.
I was kind of on Stephen A.'s side this time.
Well, you know what? Just to touch on that a little bit, you know what I mean? The way the media is today, they taking the pretty much like the allure out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting your information immediately. Like I used to remember I want to see the paper to see all the high school teams and what they scored. You know what I'm saying? And who did what. You know what I mean? Because you know that boy K Lee, we stay right. Kevin Lee was on the other side of the house, and he'd come back acting like he scored 50, and I'd be like, man, wait till I get the newspaper and see what you really scored. You know what I'm saying? And now like they took everything out of it, and anybody can do it now. You know what I'm saying? So you really got to dig to get accurate, you know what I mean? Accurate information. So that's why a lot of things that people say get misconstrued and all these things. Okay. Now,
incredible information.
Yeah. So that's why we do our best. You know what I'm saying? If you hear it from us, it's going to be how we feel for real. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be no nonsense. We ain't clickbaiting out here. Like this is what's going on. You know what I mean? Right. So with the Stephen A. and Kevin Durant thing, okay. Kevin Durant's mom is the first person I ever seen their mother go on a show and speak up for their athlete child. You know what I'm saying? And right then I knew that Kevin Durant got a problem for his whole life. He must have had a problem with people. You know what I'm saying? Like other kids and people saying stuff about him, and his mama always stepping up for him. Okay. So that set the precedent for him and Stephen A. Stephen A. talking junk, calling him weak, saying it's the weakest move he ever seen. He don't see how a man could do nothing like that. Okay. So that right when he left OKC and went to Golden State, and Stephen A. talked all that junk, that set that precedent right then and there. You know what I'm saying? To the point where his own mom had to come on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna apologize to my son when your mama's in front of him, they're gonna apologize. You know what I'm saying? Whether he really wanted to or not. You know what I mean? So what does Stephen A. do? He waits for Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to get on the same team, and then he start bashing Kyrie Irving when it looked like that's Kevin Durant's best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the only one standing up for him. Nobody else wants him around. This is the type of stuff that Stephen A. was saying. So from Kevin Durant's side of this, he like, yo, this dude is always finding a way to bring me into some mess. You know what I'm saying? Mentioning my name when he should just leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Now, the other side of that, hey, man, if you want to be great, you got to take that. You
Mhm.
Like, don't let that be a damper on your character. You know what
I
I
just
mean?
want to hoop. I just want to hoop.
Right. Because Kevin Durant, he quick to get on Twitter and say something to somebody that don't matter. Like, hey
Right.
man, you suck tonight. Well, looking at your picture, man, he'll say, why are you talking to this person? You know what I mean?
On a fake account.
Right, you know what I mean? This 500
Mm.
pound white man is just mad because he can't get out there, and he just want to say he writing every single athlete every day because he's crazy. And here you go, you're the one that responds. Like, come on, man. So
Very
Kevin
thin
Durant,
skinned.
he got to develop the thick skin. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure we'll see his mama on First Take in the next couple of weeks to end the beef again.
Well,
Mhm.
because the thing about it this time is like he had a whole thing this time. He just went on this whole spiel.
Mhm.
And Stephen, did nobody say anything about you? They only praise you and never talk bad about nothing that you done.
Yeah.
But now this time though, I disagreed with the statement made that was talking about what Kevin Durant was doing, because he was like, Kevin Durant shows up as the player, but he doesn't show up as the leader or whatever.
Mm.
And I mean, now you can take that one way or the other.
Yeah.
But me personally, I seen him go over 6 after he had a superhero performance.
Yeah.
It's Jersey. I seen him go over 6 in the overtime. I
Yeah.
seen him go a 3-1 lead to Golden State.
Yeah.
I watched that. So he don't show up every time.
Yeah. That's
That's
true.
where the problem is. It's not leadership or nothing. And then
Yeah.
how I'm a leader when Russell Westbrook next to me.
Yeah, you ain't leading with Russ right there. Just look at
He the
what he's
big
doing
dog.
with the Nuggets right now. Jamal Murray missed one game. Here come Russ. My team. It's my team now.
So it's like, how can you really? And then you go to Steph Curry
You
and
can't
Draymond.
lead there. Yeah.
You can't lead a leader over them.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that it's probably more glaring because of him when he went to the Nets. They needed a leader. You know what I'm saying? And Kyrie has that type of attitude, but Kyrie doesn't have that moxie where he can lead you. You know what I'm saying? He got the attitude that you want a player to have. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to leadership, you know that Kyrie is not finna lead everybody. Like,
For sure.
you know what I'm saying? So, and I guess, they probably feel like if Kevin Durant stepped into that role, they could have kept that team together and been making some noise right now. And then he goes to the Phoenix Suns where it's like, it looks like there's no leadership. And then plus all the coaches that done been recycled between the Nets and the Suns already. You know what I mean? They had, Steve Nash, and then, Monty Williams, and then he gone, and then they had the next guy, he gone. You know what I'm saying? So I see all of those points, but it really doesn't apply to Kevin Durant.
Right.
Because he don't need to be a leader.
Any superstar ever, by the way.
He doesn't need to be a leader, man. All he needs to do is come out there and get buckets.
Right.
For real. Devin Booker's the one that they should be talking about leading the team.
Honestly, I think Bradley Beal could lead the team.
Bradley Beal is somebody
he's a strong male figure that could lead a bunch of men.
Yeah, but see, one thing about him, man, he be laughing and joking with the other team too much. I don't like that. Call him after the game if y'all that cool. Like, you ain't got to dap him up while y'all shooting free throws.
Those are bad habits from the Wizards.
Man, for real, get used to losing.
Right. You know you're a cracker, so let's get along.
Right. You gotta find something to feel good about. But no, I don't think Kevin Durant, why even add the pressure onto him? Like, let him go do what he do.
And then
if it turns into championship.
37 years old, ain't he? He turned 37 recently, or 36.
Man. Well, hey.
So like he's
up there.
At the tail end.
I mean, look at what he did.
Leader.
Look at what he did when the pressure was off to lead. You know what I'm saying? He was an absolute monster with Golden State. If he didn't get hurt, they'd still be winning championships. If Draymond knew how to watch his mouth,
Right.
he'd still be winning championships.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
No time soon.
The old dog can't learn no new tricks now.
Right. So yeah, man, we gotta let it be what it be on that one, I guess, because he ain't a leader, man. That's just not what he is. He leads with his game. For real.
I think that's a heck of an example to follow, really.
Yeah.
If I seen what KD was doing, I might think that I can do something.
Right, man.
I was he did that. Let me dribble myself.
Hey, he's automatically gonna get his. You know what I'm saying?
Get in here. Now, if I got balling like that, let me sharpen my passing ability.
Anytime that it's halftime of a game and I see that they got all he needs is one more 3-pointer, I'm betting it every single time. He's gonna hit a 3 in the second half. You know, like, it's gonna happen because he's about to take over. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let him be a quiet assassin if that's what he want to do. For real.
Well, actually, I'm happy that we did that one, so I can jump to the next topic, right?
Yeah.
So Joel Embiid, he had a little altercation, that minor altercation with the journalist in the back. So I think I'm on Embiid's side in this situation. I don't think he could have handled it the way he did.
No, you gotta be smart.
Handle people.
But
can't lay your hands on folks.
Right. At the same time, if I say I'm playing for my son and my dead brother, and then somebody said, "Oh, if you playing for your son and dead brother, you'd be playing or whatever this and this," and that's extra spicy and disrespectful for no reason.
Well,
and he's obviously emotional about it.
Yeah, but this is the time where you gotta where you have to express the power that you have, not physically. Okay, like he could have simply been like, "This guy's not allowed in here no more," and you wouldn't have seen that guy in there no more.
That's literally exactly what I was like. He could have just been like, "I'm not answering any of your questions." And
like he doesn't have access to this locker room no more. Period. You know what I'm saying? And then that's a done deal. He didn't have to put his hands on him unless, he knew he was going to get suspended and he wanted a few more games off.
Right. And that's
got his wish.
Got his contract too.
Right. And now with Maxey going down like that, it's like the Philly, I don't know. Is Philly and the Bucks gonna make the playoffs? I mean, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna trade Giannis? Are they gonna trade Embiid? Because what's going on?
For the lucky, actually, I'm not going to crap on the Bucks just yet. We're gonna save them for a little bit later.
Okay.
Because we gotta. I'm about to roll over the Bucks here.
You're circling the bathroom, huh? You're not gonna crap on.
We're rolling them up right now. We got perfect. They're gonna be smoked in the pack later. But Embiid, I think Embiid and the 76ers, I don't know how long they could continue without playing together.
He don't look like he want to be there no more. For real.
I mean, and that's that, and then that would be a travesty. I feel like, because it's like you alienated your best player, and then Elton Brand and the coach, I think, or the GM or whatever, not the GM, Elton Brand's GM. I think the owner and the GM took the reporter side, and I'm like, you really shouldn't have did that.
Oh no, that don't sound good right there. Like, that's gonna be the final straw.
And it's like that's the whole process. You just wasted the last 15 years.
Yeah. Well, let me before I speak out of turn, let me think about it, because when they started saying Maxey could handle the team, when they were like, "Oh, he could put the team on his back," I know that rubbed Embiid the wrong way. But in Philly, you got Dr. J, you got Iverson, and now you got Maxey. Like, what big men besides? I know Wilt was there way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But that's way back in the day.
76er, really. Number one original 76er.
And they had Moses Malone. Okay, what
Got
big
Mochi.
man?
Maurice Cheeks.
What big man?
Charles Barkley.
What big man ran the team since Moses Malone for the 76ers?
I guess Charles Barkley.
No, he ain't no big man. He ain't no
Can't
big
Let's
man.
see.
He's yeah.
They had Andrew Bynum for like a year.
do it.
Elton Brand played.
He's a head case.
Elton,
You know what?
Ain't
The city, they got a certain love for the smaller guys that run that with the big heart. You know what I'm
Oh,
the
saying?
underdog. Yeah.
Yeah. And see, Dr. J and Iverson set a precedent over there. And Maxey fits that mold. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And I think Embiid is feeling it more outside of the stadium than he is actually in the stadium. I think he would be better if he just get his butt on the court and play, because then he'll be like, oh, okay, it's basketball. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't caught up in all that talk. You know what I'm saying? But because outside of that stadium, they probably like, man, move this dude while he got high value and put people around Maxey. That's probably what he's hearing on the daily.
Right. But it's like, how many times are the 76ers going to really sit up and then alienate the best player or second best player on the team? Because if it's smart, Ben Simmons out the door.
If it's smart, you find a way to make them work. You know what I'm saying? Because Embiid is you find a way to keep you healthy.
And then I think it was Emeka Okafor I brought up a couple weeks ago that he said that they didn't really give him a shot.
Oh no, you was talking about not Emeka Okafor, you talking about Jaleel Okafor.
Jaleel Okafor, yes.
Yeah. When you was pulling names out the hat. Him and Danielle Marshall. Whoa.
All stars.
Right.
Well, that was the thing, is he averaged 16 and 8 his first year, and he didn't get the chance to actually play. So if they gave him time, maybe he could have did something. You never know.
He just
been all right.
Can't jump.
You know, I think Embiid, I think he got comfortable because they brought Ben in, they brought the other dude they couldn't shoot.
Tobias Harris.
Nah, the one who's in Orlando now, but is he still in Orlando? Because I ain't seen him at all. Who was number one?
Oh, Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, Markelle Fultz. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he's still down.
Yeah, Embiid, like, man, y'all wasting number one picks on these guys. Hey, man, just build it on me. You know what I'm saying? Now they didn't get Maxey number one. He was still in the draft, and he come to, you know what I'm saying? He's showing up. You know what I mean? So Embiid got to get over himself. He just got to get on the court and hoop. And hopefully, you know what I mean, if he has love for the game, that will, you know what I'm saying, that will supersede the rest. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, you mentioned how he started super late. Like, I didn't play basketball until I was like 14, 12.
Yeah.
So,
he was up there. He was like 18. You know what I'm saying?
Like, so it's like, if he never really had the opportunity to have fun with the game.
Yeah, I mean,
$300 million.
Yeah, it was always a business. It was always a business.
$300 million. I think I can have fun.
Man,
I wish I could get that. I'd have been playing. I'd have been playing since 2014.
Yeah, you can tell the difference from the people who like worked for it and was told like you're not gonna make it, and then they make it. And then people like him, where it's like, yo, you the only 7-footer in this country. Let's go get you adopted into a family to take care of you, so you can go to Kansas and you're gonna be the biggest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? It's totally different. You know what I'm saying?
He is an amazing player. Like, the game is
for real. You're very gifted. You know what I'm saying? For real.
When he plays,
right.
If you don't have the love for it, though, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change over. That light switch is just not gonna turn on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the love for the game. So all of the training, when they got you in there with Hakeem Olajuwon and all them, like, you must have felt like that was work.
Right.
And not, you know what I'm saying, like, not you doing what you love. You know
good schooling.
Yeah, like, man, how many times why do I have to do this 200 times a day, man?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, that's the thing about it. I was like, me personally, I was like, shoot, I'm jealous of that. I was like, shoot, if I was just randomly 6'7" and could just, oh yeah, I'm about to go play defense.
Yeah.
I
Hey, I
had
mean,
a ball just playing defense in the league, man. I don't need to
for
be
real.
star. Just put me
You
in the
know, and that's something, even with the kids now, I see that. You know what I mean? Like I show you to do something. I tell you gotta do it 100 times a day. When I'm not watching, are you the one that's like, I'm hoping he don't see me today? Or are you the one who's just like, okay, well, let me go do this, even though he ain't out here with me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I see that now, you know what I mean? And just think of 300 million on top of that. You know what I'm saying? You're the guy that's like, man, I hope they don't see me right here today. And then you got 300 million. I'm gonna make sure they don't see me today. I
Right.
got $300 million. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. For
Yeah,
real.
7'2". I think they're gonna see you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
boy.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It really is.
I think he feels as long as he can put up 30 and 12, he's good.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, with the injury-prone dudes, I look at somebody. Well, I mean, he hasn't really had the chance to have a mentor seriously,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll give him that benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But if you go look at other people, like I see LeBron paying $1 million on his body every year, I'm calling
Right.
LeBron like, "Hey, Brian, what do you do? Who do you get? How do I get on a similar nutrition plan? How do I work out for optimal performance?"
Yeah.
Like, because I think there was one time LeBron said, "Oh yeah, I'm losing all the fat in the summer and then getting lean muscle so I could play all year." And I was like, "That's kind of nuts." The
Yeah. I mean,
drops and adjust body parts, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to do all this to be swole early, and then
it's how you it's how you prepare from young though, for real. Like you can't latch on to it later on. It's either in you or it's not. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be
Like,
wired for it. Yeah.
yeah, like right. I don't care about ever making money from music. Like I'm gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? In every way I can. I ain't not gonna turn down no dollars. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But if it wasn't no money attached to it, I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to do it. You know what I mean? And LeBron has to play basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Calling him. It's
Yeah,
calling him.
it's just in you. You know what I'm saying? And you can get all the help in the world, but if you don't feel that way, you know what I mean, then it is what it is. For real.
But shoot, I'm like, shoot, you gave me the funding. I never liked football growing up, but I was like, shoot, you give me the funding and then like all the nutrition in the world. And
Like he said, man, turn you into a robot. You know what I'm saying?
I'm down
Hey,
for it. I was like, all right, I'll lift every day.
if you don't love it, you're gonna be a swole person with a big bank account and no rings. Or if you don't love it, you know what I'm saying? And the way they'll talk about you at the end of the day, you'll be scrutinized
But
instead of seen as
pride,
one of the best.
the competitive
Combine
pride,
champion.
No
the
matter
And
what,
a 4-2. I lifted
people
700
talk all
times.
the junk. People talk all the junk they want to about LeBron. At the end of the day, we will all say that he was one of the best to ever play the game. You know what I'm saying?
It's
They
not
can talk
deep.
junk about him. Like they can talk junk about MB. If when he's done, we're gonna be like, man, that boy ain't play enough. He could have been one of the best. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Potentially.
right.
He still got time left. He's I think just touching 30, so he can
Oh yeah,
play.
he got time, but he got to get to it. You know what I'm saying? For real,
Can't do
it's
it in
really
street
right
clothes.
now. For
Can't do
real.
it in street clothes.
And well, that's the thing though. It's like as you get older, it's like he's not really dedicated to the game. We're about to see that because you can't eat fries and get fat. And like he's not Shaq. You're not.
Hey, yeah, no, he ain't Shaq. Shaq a whole nother monster.
I don't think there is anybody like Shaq. So nobody like Shaquille O'Neal.
Playing basketball. Yeah.
But I was watching it's a Goliath. It's about Wilt Chamberlain. It's a 3 episode documentary about Wilt Chamberlain. Oh my goodness. This dude was something else. I had no idea that
Did you hear fighting the mountain lion thing where he said he beat up a mountain lion?
I heard him like
that was the craziest thing I ever heard in my
on there. They have it they're using the AI technology that uses his voice to make it seem like he's saying these things still today. You know what I'm saying? So it's real cool to watch, but they changed the free throws. You used to be able to take a step in when you do your free throw. They changed all that because of him. And like when he was running up the court, I didn't know he was that fast like that.
Oh,
Man, yo,
yeah,
this dude
what
was
was a freak?
ridiculous. Like, and then you think about it in today's game. Like, yo, he was strong as an ox. Like, yo, this dude, like, what was going on with this?
I remember a couple years ago they did talk about him having like a nice little post touch that he'd just come and just shoot over you. And I was like, that is kind of the first guy to score 30,000 points for what 20 years he scored.
Man, I tell you, man,
20 years for somebody else to do that.
It was ridiculous, man. When I seen it, when I was watching this, I was like, wow. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Just everything, man. It didn't even matter. And I was just thinking about today's game. Like he can guard any position. He's faster than everybody else, and longer. If he ain't faster than you, he's gonna chase you down and block it.
Like, gotta be that close. You don't get there.
Wow.
Yeah, what was the break?
About him and Bill Russell is like their rebound numbers. They don't even have the tracker for stats until they got done playing. So it's like, imagine if they played and they counted the blocks.
Yeah,
he had much. Game, no 3 seconds in the paint, like at the rim the whole game.
Pops, you got to see him against Bill Russell.
Most definitely, yeah, tremendous. I was about 8, 7. I got to see it. You know, man. It was tremendous. I think with Will, you know, I mean, had he been like he was when he started, he could definitely fit in today's game. Because he was shooting and running and, you know, all that kind of stuff. He hadn't bulked up yet. And they started getting real physical, started bringing in big, heavy guys, and he had to bulk up a little bit because they were moving him, you know. Yeah. And he was still strong, but, you know, they were moving him out. And to keep going, he had to bulk up. Yeah. And that took away a lot of his athleticism right there as far as running and, you know, jumping really high. But he's just a freak back in the early 60s. Good Lord. Nobody could do anything with him. It was a mismatch everywhere.
I mean, just the footage that they did have that they're showing on this documentary, I'm like, wow, man, this is nuts. I mean, he ran down that court so doggone fast. I said, what? And then they flipped it and showed him on the track. He was running in. Well, I don't know if it was the Olympics or something, but he was out there.
Yeah, he was on track team at Kansas, and you know he was gonna make the Olympics. I don't know what happened with that, but you know he's a high jumper and all that stuff, jumping 6'10" and stuff. Imagine somebody 7'2" jumping 6'10".
Man.
Yeah, and he just, you know, just a freak. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts, man. Definitely, man. I gotta finish the last episode, but man, I was just floored because I had no idea. Because I hear everybody like the most dominant ever between him and Shaq. But boy, I was thinking like, what are they talking about? Like Shaq is Shaq. Now I know. Like, wait a minute.
I mean, he might have scored 100 points in the game now. There's a question if it's real or not.
Nah, not for me no more. He scored that. Whatever they say he did that.
It was a broadcast. It was on the radio.
Man.
Listening to every point. That's 68. That's 76. That's, you know, all the way up to 100. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something right there.
All we had back then was radio, so
yeah. For real. Another media change.
Newspapers.
Okay, before we switch off of the NBA, I see that it's 6 o'clock, so let me get y'all's ideas on these parlays tonight. Just see how I'm gonna pick my teams. I'm just gonna do the teams today, like who wins and who loses.
Who wins and who loses?
Yeah,
I did something similar earlier, so I might can get you pretty good on this one.
Okay. What you got for Atlanta against Detroit tonight?
Atlanta against Detroit. They beat the Knicks the other night, and they in Atlanta tonight. Or no, they're in Detroit tonight.
Isn't it Detroit?
Changes a little bit, but I don't think it's enough to get the Pistons to win. Because watching the Pistons live, I understand now. I see why they lose the games that they had lost, because they were up big the first few games as well before the Lakers game, because they gave Boston a run for their money as well.
Yeah.
But the second half game, the threes start to rain and they just can't do nothing. Okay. They're not good in the second half. When they got the lead, it's dwindling down. And Trae Young and Ricochet and all these people. Well, I see they missing a few players. They're missing a lot of players in this game.
I know Duran is
Jalen Duran is not playing, so that's definitely a Hawks win. So I'm beating around the bush. I need to just say Hawks win.
My first thought was the Hawks.
I was like, I'm kind of beating around the bush. The Hawks win.
Yeah.
I agree.
Then they got Indiana and the Hornets against the Hornets. My first thought was Indiana in that one because Hornets ain't got no big man playing either. I think Taj Gibson's the starting center.
Oof.
Yeah, he's been playing a lot. Yeah, for them.
Let's see. The Pacers are missing TJ McConnell, Isaiah Jackson, and then Nembhard is a game time decision.
Yeah, that's big.
But the thing is, the Hornets might be missing Brandon Miller. And Miles Bridges is not playing.
Yeah.
Oh, Miles Bridges is
out.
Fourth
quarter. Yeah. He left in the fourth quarter last game they had against the Pistons, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Indiana in that one.
All right.
They got Siakam and they got Halliburton, so you know.
I mean,
LaMelo
been that great this year. Halliburton's been kind of rough.
Yeah, I know.
Then
they got the Pelicans against the Magics.
Oof.
I don't know. Maybe I should just.
Well, the thing is, I've seen that a lot of the Pelicans ain't playing this pregame right now, so we have to hurry up and finish this.
I got till 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the thing, but it's just trying to play the game. I was like, I'm not trying to.
Zion playing?
Is Zion? Is he in or out?
Let's see. Insight summary. Let's see. So Paolo is out and Wendell Carter is out. Zion is not playing.
Oh, he out? Ooh.
Yeah. So they're missing a lot of pieces.
Yeah, I know McCullum's out and Herb Jones and all of them is out.
Trey Murphy not playing.
Oh, man.
DeJounte ain't playing.
Yeah, so all they got is Ingram. I think Hawkins is out too, ain't he?
Yes, he is.
Oh.
Better go with the Wagners.
Yeah, I know. Man, that's a rough one right there. Everybody out. Then we got the Celtics and the Nets. I think the Celtics probably.
The Celtics fairly easily win that one.
Yeah, they'll get that.
They're mad from the other night.
Ben Simmons has been playing really well, as I have to say.
Yes, this little guy called him trash, huh?
Yeah.
He's another one that's on the Kevin Durant train that doesn't like confrontation. That's why Schroeder had to go over there and speak up for him when the kid says something. For real. They don't like confrontation.
Yeah, got all tongue-tied. You know what to do.
Oh, man. So, yeah, Boston in that one. Then you got Golden State and Cleveland. I guess you're too biased to pick that game, huh?
Well, the thing is actually, that's the thing about it is my mind is telling me the Golden State win. But the thing is, because it's hard to predict, at least for me, because I'm used to Golden State is going to probably come in and win because they beat Boston the other night.
Yeah.
So, James game time decision. Pajinsky, however you say his name, is a game time decision.
They got Steph and they got Buddy Hield.
And it seems like it might be enough.
And Cleveland got like the worst 3-point defense. Which lets me think that Steph's about to hit 10 of them things tonight.
And Buddy will get 9.
This is really the one that'll this is the one that'll slip you up. I'm gonna let you pick because
is Draymond out?
Draymond is a game time decision.
I think he might be. Oh man.
Mm.
Yeah, I gotta put some thought into that one.
Cause that I'm gonna let you pick. Cause the thing is, how I just said, my history tells me Golden State win, but Cleveland is 9-0.
Yeah.
So
where they playing?
They are playing in Cleveland, which would indicate the Warriors is gonna win. So it'll be a fight tonight.
I think I'm yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it alone.
It's in Cleveland.
That's too close to call for me.
Yeah.
You know, you lose one, you don't get the money.
Mhm.
I'm already taking a gamble on Orlando because it looks straightforward. Like
Yeah.
they have to win that game. Like it's them against Brandon Ingram. Okay, then we got the Bucks against the Knicks.
The Knicks are so sometimes
Man, you can't
don't want to
trust
pick them, but I might just because the Bucks are so bad. But the thing is, the Bucks just got a morale win versus the horrible Utah Jazz last night.
That is true.
And I was like, that little quick one-off W might be enough to knock them in enough to win tonight.
Get them in gear, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Knicks. Okay, that's too old, man. They too old.
The Bucks, they scrambling
in
right
the Garden, so the Knicks is looking pretty good on that.
Yeah, they scrambling right now. Them Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna try to stick with the Knicks for one more time because the Bucks 3-point defense is pretty bad. I mean, yeah, they're pretty bad too. So, and I don't think Giannis gonna be stepping out there on Cat too much. He might knock them down for about 5 or 6 of them things tonight.
Let's see. Who's out? Who's not playing tonight? Is the question.
I mean, as long as Brunson and Towns is, Anunoby and all them is playing.
It's Giannis is a game time decision.
Oh wow.
Might be a little. If Giannis don't play, the Bucks might get beat down.
Yeah, if the Giannis don't play, it's a sure thing. Okay, now we got Phoenix against Dallas, which I think might be the game of the night.
For sure. ESPN game. Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are game time decisions.
What?
Lively is out. PJ is out. Kleba is out.
Lively is out?
Yeah.
Nope. I ain't picking the Mavs. Nope.
Gafford's still in there.
He's it because Kleber's out and the other big man, PJ Washington, is out. And Gafford, he can't carry that load. Not the way Nurkic been getting him 20 rebounds every game. As long as Nurkic and Durant is there, Suns got that one. At least I think.
I remember there's so many videos of Kevin Durant making Daniel Gafford do the splits a couple years ago.
Kyrie and Luka still there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 80 points right there.
The Suns ain't gonna play no defense, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's another one of them that's too close to call. Let's see. Then we got the Rockets in OKC. I'm gonna take OKC on that.
Thunder.
I think they got to get back on their winning ways. It was
Gonna be a
ridiculous
good
how
game,
they
though.
lost that game the other night, though.
Yeah.
Like the Watson kid for the Nuggets missed 2 free throws and then gonna get the block on Shea.
I was so happy that happened. I needed that. I needed have to be the last.
Not me.
Jay wasn't quite right in that game.
That was marvelous.
Yeah, that is true.
That was marvelous. I specifically tuned into that game for that.
Then we got Washington against Memphis, and Ja is out.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Ja out, Bane out.
I can't even say for sure thing because we watched how bad Memphis was last year.
Yeah, it's too close to call. Too close to call, man. I got to play it safe tonight. Let's see. You got Miami against Denver. What are we thinking on that?
I'm thinking Denver.
Is Murray out still?
Let me see.
If Murray is out, then I might
Murray is
Westbrook
game time decision.
Man, why don't they just say out or not?
And then Jaime Jaquez and Kevin Love Kevin Love is out. Yeah, Jaime Jaquez is game time decision.
Oh, well, that was almost a deal breaker for me. Jaquez ain't playing. I ain't picking the Heat without Jaquez.
Well, you know, Tyler Hero is actually playing surprisingly well this year. You know, he's very easy to forget about. So
yeah, you ain't.
He should be. Next time he plays defense will be the first time he played defense.
Yeah.
He might get 20, but he gonna give up 30.
Yeah, for real. We thinking Denver on that one?
Yeah, because Jokic is averaging a healthy triple-double this year.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually number 3 on the Kia MVP ladder on ESPN, or not ESPN, NBA.com. Right
Man,
now.
they better
AD is number 1, Jason Tatum number 2.
They better not give him no more, man. No more MVPs. We get it, man.
Somebody got to stop him.
If he averages a triple-double, dude, he averaged that triple-double. I was like, shoot, you might just have to give him number 4.
Right.
And then he'll be old 5 at that point. Because which is crazy to me. I think there's a whole bunch of people that won the wrong MVP.
Yeah.
But that's to each its own.
Then we got Portland against the Timberwolves. I'm going with the Timberwolves. I done said what I had to say.
Yeah. There's no hope in Portland right now. They're actually solid. They're 3-6 right now, so that's not too bad.
Nah,
they snuck out a couple dubs. That's impressive.
For real, yeah. They got a little something. Ayton been getting doubles every game, you know what I mean? So,
yep. Big Shot got them going over there a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. And we got the Clippers against the Kings, which will be the second game of the night that I like. I think the Kings will get it though.
I think the Kings should get it. They got 3 players over 20. Zubac numbers have slipped a little bit from what I'm looking at here.
Yeah. DeRozan is proving to be a good pickup, man. For real. Yeah, he's
the high point man on the squad.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
I like what I see over there.
They got 25 or 26 points a game for DeRozan this year.
Yeah, they got to play defense.
20 from Sabonis, 24 from De'Aaron Fox. And then Huerter is averaging 11 and a half. And Keegan Murray is averaging 15. So it's good. The offense looks to be running great. I don't know if the bench is any good.
Okay.
Oh, well, then there's 5, 6 guys in double figures.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's all right. The last game,
score 115 to win. Yeah. We ain't stopping nobody.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. The last game of the night is Philly against the Lakers, and Philly ain't got nobody with Paul George. And is he playing? I think he probably set out.
Well, that's the question, really. I think AD is a game time decision.
AD gonna play.
Yeah. So with him playing,
I think I see him probable. Yeah.
I see Embiid and Maxey out for sure. So if AD plays, Rui plays, and Jackson Hayes plays. Well, speaking of Jackson Hayes, I hate to be that guy.
Oh man.
I thought he was going to get cooked before I seen the game the other day because they brought back some old stuff on TMZ, and I was like,
I know, man. He about to get in some mess, man. I don't know why these dudes get drunk when they know they like. What are you doing?
Well, you know what's crazy? It's being up as close as I was at the game. I was privy. I was like, that's a big dude there. Like he's really, really, really tall.
Yeah.
Like you see how the muscles look in person.
Yeah.
You're like,
you ain't had those back in 21.
Right.
little thin cat back then.
Right.
You know?
I was like, it's my hands are
Get in them
huge.
LA facilities.
It's like a woman with basketball sized hand. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what they be thinking, man.
Like his man hands bigger than the universe, punching on a slapping up somebody. I was like, you leave a hand.
Anger control, no anger control.
Yeah, for real. Like
but yeah, if the Lakers have at least if Rui and AD are playing, it should be a solid night for the Lakers.
Okay, so
like look at the starting lineup: it's Kyle Lowry, Paul George, Andre Drummond, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Caleb Martin.
You didn't have to say nothing after Kyle Lowry. That made my decision.
Lowry lover. He's only good as a seasoning salt.
Man, so as far as for sure things tonight,
I think actually AD dropped 59 on Drummond's head before as well. So
for sure tonight, I think the Pacers beat the Hornets. I think the Celtics beat the Nets. I think the Thunder beat the Rockets. I think the Timberwolves beat the Blazers. And I think the Lakers beat the 76ers. Those are the for sure things that I believe. Okay. Now, the Denver and Heat, that's a little shaky. You know, Russell Westbrook get out there and shoot 10 threes. You know, it's not a good formula. You know what I mean?
How did we lose by 30?
Right.
Russ, you got a lot of shots.
The Magic is against the Pelicans. I believe that they'll get it, but you just don't know.
Right. You just don't know. Well, the thing is like the star's not out. So it's like the only good player is Brandon Ingram, but you got the rest of the Magic healthy.
Yeah. So
that's Paolo Wendell not playing.
Right. True that, man. True that.
I support former Laker Brandon Ingram, but I don't know if he's gonna win tonight.
You can't go for 55.
Right. No, not at all. For real. So we shall see.
He got Anthony Edwards energy. He can't run the whole. And that was the thing is with I felt that's how they beat the Nuggets last year. Is you got these young guns with young legs that can run off.
Yeah.
That motor ain't going lower till 8:30 something.
Yeah, that Cleveland Golden State is too close to call, man.
It really is. I
just can't push the button.
But that's the thing. They're the breakers right now because the Warriors handily beat the Celtics the other night, and the Celtics
over celebrated.
LeBron not playing, so
they could over celebrated after that.
Right.
Yeah.
The man won in tonight.
I hope so. So Cleveland could get to a solid 10-0 on the season, so we can. Because it's like that's a third
solid.
That's a third of the way to the playoffs, and that's good enough. That's 1/4 of the way to the playoffs because you only need 40 wins in the East.
Yeah.
So I was like, you could cruise to whatever after 10-0 start.
I hear you, man.
It's better. I think any LeBron start or any.
The 9-0 is the best start. You know what I mean? So they just got to keep it going. We shall see.
And the thing is, Boston the only team remotely close in the standings at the moment. So it's like we don't have to win 60 games. I don't think this team is good enough to win 60 games. But
they won 10 in a row or 9 in a row.
I know they getting there.
They got a better chance than anybody else.
I've gotten a lot more than I expected this year. So.
They're playing well.
Yeah.
And then the East is hilariously bad this year, at least as far as because Brooklyn is the number 4 seed. They were expected to be the worst team in the league. So, and then Atlanta, a middling player, were expected to be playing. The Magic, we were expecting to be higher up, but now that Paolo is playing, I think Paolo's out for a few weeks.
Yeah, he's out for 4 to 6.
Yeah, that's terrible for them.
Yeah, that's not good at all, man.
They just lost 5 games in a row as well. While I'm looking at the standings here, they lost 5 in a row, and just lost Paolo, so that might knock them for the year.
Well, they were all on the road. All 5 of those were on the road. They coming home tonight.
5-game road stand this early. That's crazy. Like the scheduling the NBA has been on the last couple of years has been so bad. And like 5 games in a row at the beginning of the year on the road. Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous, man.
Philly lost their last 4, hopefully the last 5 tonight. New Orleans has lost their last 3 games, so it's a good pick. But I don't know if that's the man. So somebody losing streak coming to an end. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if I don't know whose losing streak is worse in this case. But it's back at the crib in Orlando, so
somebody's Cooper Flag sweepstakes is getting a little bit further away.
For sure. And that's the thing.
Keep your eye on that big kid from Rutgers too. They got 6'10" dude they giving the ball to. He's playing point guard.
Serious.
Ace Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
He got hurt in practice the other day and didn't play in the game, but he's the truth.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep my eyes on that then.
Let's see, I might have to go to Tankathon and see the mock draft.
He's Ben Simmons with a jump shot.
Oh well, hey.
I would hope he has no Ben Simmons.
You're right.
I want
you was the one that just said Ben Simmons was playing decent. That was you.
Because he ain't gonna be what he is supposed to be. He could play
decent.
No,
he's what Ben's supposed to be.
Like Ben Simmons is supposed to be an all-star around the clock, averaging 18, 8, and 8 every year.
Yeah,
he's probably not gonna get back to that level, but he could get the 8 assists, 8 rebounds still, but he can't score, which is, I mean, you're not gonna shoot. I'm about to stand in the paint. I'm about to shoot all the way back, bring it down here. You can't run as fast as you used to, so I know when you're coming.
Right.
So like, and the back injury is a bug.
All right. Well, I got my bets in for the night.
Ben's gonna be all right.
Bailey looked to be going number 2.
Yeah. Well, hey, we'll see.
6, 8.
That's what's up. I want to see that UCF basketball game tonight. I want to see what Mikey Williams looking like, man.
He actually is playing.
Yeah, he back out there now. So
okay, because I was like, I thought it was over for him for a minute there.
Yeah,
I remember when he was supposed to be playing with Bronny right
now. Right, for real, and he remembers it too. You know what I'm saying?
He's on the Lakers.
Right.
I mean, shoot, we should have got was it Amari Bailey? I thought Amari Bailey was gonna be playing right now.
Man, I don't know what happened to him.
He was on the Hornets, but I don't know if he's on the roster anymore. Like he should be.
Yeah,
true, lost in translation.
And he's on the Nets right now.
Well, he ain't getting no tick, that's for sure.
And that's not good for a team that don't really got a superstar at the moment. Like I said, Ben Simmons supposed to be better than he is, but he's not really that good. So you're not playing. I mean, Cam Thomas is playing really well, so I can't poo on anybody on that team.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Shoot, I want to touch on this NFL for a little second here. After last night's game.
Lima.
Hey, I was gonna say, I can't lie, the Ravens are nice. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so happy they beat the Bengals. You know, we need to keep them out of the way.
Yeah.
But that one glaring problem with the Ravens is that secondary. And we know what Mahomes is going to do to that secondary. You know what I'm saying? Mahomes is going to chew them right on up.
It's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, it will be. It will be. You know what I'm saying? But one thing, Chiefs, number 1 running defense. You know what I'm saying? So Lamar gonna have to do the running because Henry ain't gonna get 40. You know what I'm saying? And hey, I don't know. Patty Mack ain't the guy you want to be shooting out against.
Now that he got a weapon out there,
Yeah, he gonna use it too.
Mm-hmm.
For real. So that's
what? Yeah. I was like, that 15-1 might be wrong, and it might be 16-0.
I'm seeing it for that. I think I'm not sure about that Bills game. I don't think the Bills can get the Chiefs in the playoffs, but during the season, it's always something. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that one goes. That's the one that got me paused for cause right now.
But like I said earlier,
it'll be a close one.
I got a new rooting strategy that I'm going for now. I got new teams that I'm rooting for.
Oh, really?
Because if I hate the people of your state, I'm rooting against you. So I'm rooting against the Chiefs now. I'm rooting for the Bills. I'm rooting for them Ravens too. I need Lemar to bring them home.
I thought you was gonna say you seen the light.
What?
But you cut the switch off. I see.
It's all bias here. This is complete bias. It's
unscientific, you say?
Yeah, scientific right now. Personal emotions and bias. But outside of that, it's 16-1 is looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, man, I see it.
I
see it. For real, I
handle your business versus who you got to play.
I didn't think there was no way that I was underestimating them, but I could have been.
They're gonna lose a couple. They're gonna get fat and happy here, and
hey, I need us to lose a couple. That would be great for the long run.
Yeah.
For real, that last year we lost that game to the Raiders on Christmas. They like, what are we thinking? And that was it. Wasn't no more losing after that.
Refocus.
They might need at least one. At least one.
Yeah, man.
I was like, shoot, because I was like, you just keep squeaking out these games. And I was like, I don't know if that's a winning. But the thing is, they made everything work. Like last year was bad for them. And it worked and won the championship. So.
Hard to get up 18 weeks in a row like that.
Y'all got access.
Weeks that in a row, you got to win 4 playoff games or 3 playoff games.
No, they're gonna win the playoffs. I'm not worried about the regular season.
That would be, you have to make a perfect 20 wins.
20 championship. We don't need no repeat of Randy Moss and Tom Brady.
Right.
If we win them all, we need to win them all. For real.
Underestimated those Giants.
Yeah.
Eli who?
Right.
He showed them.
And the last thing I wanted to talk about was Colorado, man. What has to happen for them to make this playoffs? Because they already bowl eligible. Something people thought they wasn't gonna be able to do.
Right.
When they only supposed to win 2 games.
They didn't have them. They had them at about 4 games, and they already done won. I think 6 of them or something.
6 and 2 on the year.
Yep, they bowl eligible. And I mean, they just need people to lose, and they got to keep winning. I would think they'd be able to get in that thing.
I mean, they're top 20.
Gotta win the conference. They're gonna if they make the conference final. They gotta win their conference.
Right now.
Big 12.
How many games left?
They got a shot. They should beat the rest of the people on their schedule. Really, they got 4 games left?
I believe so. Yeah, let me look at it.
And then they should be favored.
I think they
3 of the 4 at least.
Tomorrow at 4.
They can pop them.
They got Utah next week, 4-4.
Right, their quarterback's hurt. So
they got Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, and Oklahoma State.
Yeah, that's doable. The way they're playing, if they stay consistent.
Yeah,
2-6, that's a win. And then Oklahoma State is 3-6, so that's a win as well.
Yeah, Oklahoma State, man, that's one of them gritty teams, man. For real, they always. They got that coach.
That was at the end of the year, though, right? It's at the end of the year with Oklahoma.
That's the very last game.
Because Oklahoma's in there. Oklahoma State. That's the one they messes them up.
If they pull it out, that's the 10-2 season. Why can't they make the playoff?
Yeah, I want to see it,
Still got to
man. I
win
want to
that.
see it.
With 2 losses, they still gonna have to win the conference. I think.
Yeah, they got to win them all. They do. They got to win it.
Who was in their conference? Is the question.
That's BYU, Iowa State,
Mm.
and who else was winning over there? Can't think right off the top.
In? USA or something?
Is it Big 12?
ACC? Big 12?
The Big 12, yeah.
Oh,
the Big 14 now. They bad as the Big 10.
I mean, they got to beat Brigham Young. Is
I think. Mm-hmm.
They're number one. Iowa State, Kansas State in there as well.
Yeah, so they third right now.
Yep, top 2 play for the championship.
Yep.
Okay, well, they got some work to do.
Back on my bias takes, I'm rooting for Oregon to win the Natty for reasons.
You said you're rooting for Oregon?
Yes, I am rooting for Oregon to win the national championship.
Oh man. Just by the way they ladies look on they national track team, I would I would have to agree with you on that one.
Mm-hmm.
If Colorado can't win and Michigan State can't make a miraculous, I had to agree with you on that one.
You know what? If the Colorado ain't too far behind. If they could go 10-2, that's a look.
Yeah, it'd be all right.
Too invested in the game right now.
It'd be all right, man. They need to win out. They need to win the conference, and they need a couple people to lose. I think they'll get in there. For real.
But yeah,
very doable.
Pennsylvania gotta lose. Ohio State definitely gotta lose. They definitely have them winning.
Man.
It's gotten to the point I hate them worse than U of M at this point. And I was like, that's a lot for me to do. To say I hate them more than U of M.
Yeah, that's a lot right there.
Like I was raised a Spartan. I bleed for the rest of my life.
For real.
And you'll do a lot of bleeding.
So do y'all have y'all got access to ESPN Plus or a way that you can pretty much watch whatever you want to watch?
I've thought about buying it again, but I'm kind of waiting until January for a lot
there's
of
so much stuff on the internet you can find what you're looking for. You ain't gotta pay for nothing.
Well, the thing is like I'm gonna have to get this streaming service and that streaming service next year, and it's like I'm like
But look, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Tonight the boxing is Friday night boxing on ESPN. This boy. Friday night boxing on ESPN. It's a kid named Abdullah Mason. Mason. Hey, man. That boy the future. He done fought 4 times this year, 4 early knockouts. You know what I mean? And he ain't in the heavyweights. He in like he in there in the lightweights and stuff. And that don't happen that often with them. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad boy right there. So if you get a chance to watch him tonight, because I believe they starting probably about 7:30. I'm about to go pregame and get ready. You know what I'm saying?
I think you sold me on that already.
Yeah.
I think you done sold me. I might have to.
Check him out. You know
well, you know, Mike Tyson fight next week. So next
Mike
Friday.
Tyson, old tail fighting next Friday on Netflix. But tonight it's a Davis brothers. You know what I'm saying? 3 brothers. They all fighting tonight on the same card. You know what I'm saying? But Abdullah Mason, he's the one on the card that I like the most. And the Davis brother that's closing the show, you know what I'm saying? He's like trying to assert himself as the one who's about to take over that division. But Abdullah Mason, I think he got on this card just to, you know what I'm saying, outshine him and his brother's show.
Want to stay at the right.
like y'all watching him
right here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And even like the Davis brothers, their sisters are singing the national anthem. Like it's a family affair.
Really?
Like,
crazy.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, check out Abdullah Mason, man. I think he's somebody that's gonna be the future, man, for real.
Okay.
For
real. Duke is on the moment they're playing Army. Flag.
Oh yeah, come on, man. You know what that was about to happen on that.
Right.
Go ahead, sit down. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's up,
man.
Let's see.
What's up, man?
Fight night right here. I'm looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you'll find it, man. It's out there. Trust that. Trust that. I'm watching it on ESPN Plus, but if I didn't have ESPN Plus, I would be just getting the link on the Google. Like I would still find it, no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? For real. They
it cost stuff or how much it cost?
No.
That's free on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will come on, man. What you done put on my shoulder, man? Put a fake spider on my shoulder. What you trying to start, man?
Yeah, John Jones fight next week.
I said John Jones getting back in that octagon.
Mia Chich or something.
Oh man. Wow.
I was like, I might be watching UFC next week.
Yeah, John Jones, man. I think he only got one.
I do not want to support the UFC.
Yeah, he had one loss. He had one loss that they scrubbed from his record, and the only loss he had was because he beat somebody too bad. They disqualified him because he beat him too bad.
They hit him with the elbow overhand.
Yeah, now they like that's not illegal anymore. So they scrubbed that loss from his record. So he's rightfully undefeated as he should be. The boy is a monster.
Is that Top Rank Boxing? Keyshawn?
Yep, Top Rank Boxing. Yep, Keyshawn Davis is the headliner tonight. All his brothers is on there. You know what I'm saying? The youngest brother is getting his first pro debut.
Be paying it.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna check it out.
Oh yeah, man.
Boxing needs somebody.
Right.
Yeah, they got a lot of good fights on ESPN Plus. All right, like over the weeks, like it's always good fights on ESPN Plus. Yeah, so they're the most consistent too. Like you know, once in a while you still get some Showtime boxing, and then you got DAZN. That's where Canelo is at. You know what I'm saying? But the most consistent is ESPN right now, and they got some of the best young up and comers, and they got some of the heavy hitters from now and again too. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the pre-gaming, man. We'll get back on here very, very soon, man. We can't let it linger this time. Like, let's see if we can set some.
It's been a fight to get back in here. So it's been a tussle to get back.
Keep Hurricane Raphael over there.
Yeah. We don't need none of that coming through here.
Blowing through Baton Rouge.
Right, like. Just stay out in the water, man.
Right. At least you got one named after you.
Right. You know, and hopefully it don't do no damage.
Well, you know what's funny? It's like they get into the names. I was like, I know this person and I know that.
For real. All right, man. I'll get with y'all, man. Appreciate it as always, man. Definitely had some great discussions today. Continue to write down those topics, man, because you
covered a lot of ground.
Right.
You got to shoot here and there. There's so much to talk about.
Right.
A couple of weeks here, so I was like, shoot.
Oh yeah, man. They about to start that in-season tournament, so that's gonna be
Oh, it looks like I take on the in-season tournament. If I said the Nick might win that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, man. We might have to do a little bit of switch up.
Yeah.
Everybody running from that one.
Right. For real. I know I don't know. Did I have the Magics up there? I can't be bound to that with Ben Caro out. I think I had OKC winning it though. I'll look at it. We'll talk about it.
They get an OKC Cleveland in season tournament championship. Hopefully.
It'd be a good game.
Yeah, man. The way it's looking right now.
For
real.
Yeah, I hope that Cleveland
might shut your boy down though.
Pops, you was the one who had the Magics in it against the Thunder, and you had the Thunder winning. I got the Celtics against the Pelicans. I might want to change that. I still got the Celtics winning, but the Pelicans ain't gonna be there.
I mean, is Jaylen Brown going to be back soon?
Man, he gonna have to come back. Hopefully, he'll get back eventually. You had the Knicks winning it, D, against the Thunder.
Ooh, I might go back. And then I'm gonna switch to winning.
Yeah, all right.
All right, man. Let me get to it then. Love y'all,
all
man.
Right.
As
love
always,
you, love you.
We'll be here soon.
Love,
all
love.
Right, now.
All right.
Yep. Peace.
Have a great one. Later.
What I need y'all to do is coming up, bow, strap up for you chumps, ass running up. Yeah, that's how I'm living. Yeah, on my pimpin'. Yeah, I ain't slipping. Yeah, not 1 minute. Yeah, ready for bow, whatever happens. Out here stacking, ayy, up my status. Yeah, FLA to the MI. Yeah, this my game, it been mine. Yeah, you ain't got it, boy, sit down. What I need y'all to do is feel it, bow.